All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. I'm Joey D. On my right, I got Mike Vickers.
How you doing? How you doing? Back again. Good to be
man.
back, Joey. Thank you for inviting me back.
You did a great job, man. You're going to be a regular.
All right, cool.
All right. We were talking about Motley Crue earlier, and I told
were.
you 6 a.m., Nikki Sixx. His new band is called 6 a.m., and these guys are unbelievable.
See, I actually know this band, and I listen to them quite frequently, but I didn't know that Nikki Sixx was part of the band.
Nikki Sixx started this band.
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's actually really cool, and it actually makes sense with the 6.
Yeah, and it's the initials of the three guys that started the band. Nikki Sixx is S, right? The other guy is DJ Ashba, Ashba A, and James Michael.
The last names.
The last name, S-A-M, 6 a.m.
Okay.
And his last name, Sixx.
Oh, 6. Nikki Sixx,
6 a.m.
Ah,
all right.
I like
So pretty
that.
interesting. And you thought Vince Neil had a great voice. Wait do you hear this singer's voice? His voice is phenomenal.
No, I know. I don't have to wait. I already know.
Yeah, and poetry. Nikki Sixx's lyrics are just great. This is from his book, The Heroin Diaries. I started reading it. Very interesting. And I grew up a big Motley Crue fan, and I really appreciate Nikki Sixx's music. His writing is really good. Have you heard of Motley Crue's music?
I have heard of Motley Crue.
Heard of Crue?
Yep, I've seen the movie as well called Dirt. If anybody hasn't seen it, you can see it on Netflix. So
very good.
It is a good movie.
Excellent.
It is a good movie. MGK actually plays the drummer.
Machine Gun Kelly. He turned glam after that, everybody said, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool deal, man. Let's jump right into 6 a.m. Life is Beautiful. All right, pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Pull that up.
I'm
going to go to YouTube. This is for you guys.
Could have been smoother with that.
That looks pretty good right there. All right, guys, you ready for some 6 a.m.?
6 a.m.
Life is Beautiful.
Life is
Got a
beautiful.
redo on this one because we messed it up a year ago. Here we go on a redo.
There's nothing like a trail of blood to find your way back home.
Good song. Good song. Very good song.
And then you can make that bigger too. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Nice little acoustical intro here. The heavy drums coming on.
Tell the truth until you learn to lie. Can't breathe until you choke. You gotta laugh when you're the joke. There's nothing like a funeral to make you feel alive. Just open your eyes. Just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral?
All right, guys and girls, what do you think of the song so far,
I
Mikey?
actually love this song. This is a song that I listen to quite frequently while I'm working, and it just gets me pumped, gets me going.
Get you excited?
Yeah, it gets me going. It's just a really good upbeat song, gets you motivated, and it actually talks about some kind of good points where, you know, you can't learn to tell the truth until you learn to lie. You can,
Exactly.
You know, you can't learn to live until you die. You know, it's just in that mindset of everything has a opposite.
It does. And
everything.
Here's the lyrics. I wanted to read some of it to you. What are you saying?
Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 1, he says, you can't quit until you try. You can't live until you die. You can't learn to tell the truth until you learn to lie. And then the pre-chorus, because you can't breathe until you choke. You got to laugh when you're the joke. There's nothing like a funeral to make you feel alive. Like, wow, that says a lot right there. Like you said, man, he's like the opposite. Every line is the opposite. The other one's like, if there's a devil, there's got to be an angel. If there's love, there's got to be hate, right?
It's pretty much light and dark everywhere you go.
Yeah, black and white.
Everything has a counterpart.
Zing zang.
There's
right? Yin yang.
opposites. There's opposites to everything.
Opposites attract, right? Let's do it. Get back on it.
I know some things that you don't. I've done things that you won't. There's nothing like a trail of blood
this a guitar solo coming up?
It is a guitar solo.
We're gonna go take it back a little bit, but I just want to go over these lyrics again. This is such great songwriting by Nikki Sixx. Now here's the chorus: just open your eyes, and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral? Wow, right?
Powerful.
Is that powerful?
Very powerful.
I mean, he's saying everyone needs to get out of the cloud, open up their eyes, and see that life really is beautiful. Why be so sad about the things that you don't have when you can be grateful for the things that you do have? Right, Mike?
Pretty much.
Is that what that's saying? And in verse 2, he goes into, I know some things that you don't. I've done some things that you won't. There's nothing like a trail of blood to find your way back home. He's talking about his heroin addiction, right? Putting a needle in his arm.
See,
not dripping blood.
I don't know specifically about if that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because it could be like a Hansel and Gretel thing, to where it's like your scars that have led you to a certain point.
It could be a metaphor for your scars, you're saying, right?
So like anything that has wounded you throughout life, you know, you look back on that and you find your way back home because you find your way to yourself, kind of.
Yeah, because I mean, if you shoot up heroin, you ain't going nowhere, right? So there's going to be no trail of blood.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a metaphor. I think you're right, Mike. Mike, you hit it right on the head, bro. Good job.
Maybe.
Let's dive
like,
back in.
Like we've talked about, you know, music is always led open to interpretation.
Always open interpretation, and that's why I love music, and that's what I love about these writers, how they write this kind of music, you know?
But it is very powerful music.
Very powerful. I mean,
that can be interpreted in the way that anybody thinks about it, because, you know, if you're going through something and you hear these lyrics, you could be like, oh, I could put that towards something that I'm feeling, and, you know,
maybe
like
I should open my eyes, like he's saying, right?
Yeah. See that life is beautiful when you're down in the dark. Just open your eyes.
Down in the depths of hell.
All right, let's
dive back in
this a little bit.
Yeah, go back to the beginning guitar solo. I know you guys hate it when we mess up the guitar solo, but in a way it's good, because the more we go back and do this, the more of a chance we won't have of getting blocked. We're supposed to talk over the music. We're supposed to stop it. We're supposed to have long talks, because they said the day of just doing a reaction video, just laying back there and jamming, those days are over. People are going to go after you with the copyrights. So please don't be mad at us, guys. We have to do this. This is our job. Dive back in, Mike. I love how it goes.
Now, was that Nikki Sixx on the guitar right there?
Nikki Sixx plays the bass, the 4-string.
Does he play the bass? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he plays the guitar. He's really not that musically talented. He's more of the guy that writes the lyrics, the poems.
Gotcha.
Plays the 4-string bass.
Okay.
There's been rumors that he doesn't play the bass, that he goes over like he plays to himself on a CD. So, yeah, I don't think he plays the guitar at all, Nikki Sixx. But let us know down in the comments below. I might be wrong, you know? Like I said, I love that powerful guitar going into the acoustic guitar. Nice transfer, changeover.
Just open your eyes, just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful.
Kind of looks like Nikki Sixx.
Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral? Just open your eyes.
He's on the guitar. They look, maybe that's play. That looks like a guitar, yeah.
Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my
When you've lost it all, that's when you finally realize that life is beautiful.
Okay, I talked over it on the last reaction I did. I messed up that whole part, but the last line was, until you've lost it all, right? You won't know that life is beautiful. What a powerful line to end the song, right? What great lyrics. This is a 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10 for me, because I agree with Mikey here. I think somebody going through a hard time in life that, you know, might be looking on the way out, might hear a song like this, and it might change their mind. You know, it's so hard to see beautiful things in our life when we got nothing but black and a lot of hatred and a lot of depression. You know, what do you think, Mike?
So, I just did some fact checking
Go ahead.
on. We were talking about how we were wondering if Nikki Sixx was playing the bass guitar.
Yeah,
He does play the bass guitar.
yeah, he does play
So
the bass
he was
guitar.
on the bass guitar.
That's what I thought, because I've never heard of him playing the sixth string, Nikki Sixx.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, he was playing the bass guitar in that, but I think he was doing a little jam out session.
yeah. That sounded phenomenal. And like I
Yes,
said,
yes.
that's just such a great song. Life is Beautiful. First time I've heard that song, I'm like, wow. I thought Vince Neil had a great voice. This guy's phenomenal. Real clear. You can hear everything. Powerful. The bass is great. The lyrics, the guitar work. 6 a.m. is a really good band.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
hoping to hear more good things about these guys. What do you think of the song? What would you rate it, Mike?
I would rate this song a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
Yeah, like I said, to me that's a 10 out of 10. I just don't see anything wrong with that song. I just think it's phenomenal.
I think they could have put a little more passion into it. You know,
A little more passion.
a little more passion. I
Okay.
feel like at one point the singer just got stuck in the same note with the chorus. It could have changed it up a little bit with more like he did change it when he went back into the slower bit.
Yeah.
But I think that, you know, it could have been a little bit more like enthusiastic.
Okay.
And it's not like a bunch of enthusiasm that
Yeah.
it needed, but I think just a little bit more would have put it on the top to a 10 for me.
Okay.
But
And that's your opinion, my opinion. You let us know down in the comments below what you guys think of the song. What would you rate this song? What do you think this song is about? But to me, I really like songs with a lot of meaning like this. This really hits home for a lot of people. A lot of people suffer from, mental health, okay? Depression. We talked about that last week. And Life is Beautiful, man. Nikki Sixx, I've been reading his book, The Heroin Diaries. He did have a rough life. If you watch that movie, The Dirt, on Netflix, you would see
yep.
what the guy went through.
Yeah, he's very was very sick at a young age.
He was, and his name was Frank Deal, I want to say. And then one of the first songs on the first album, On With the Show, the first line is, "Frankie died just the other night. Some say it was suicide, but we know how the story goes." He was saying he kissed goodbye to the old Nikki Sixx, which was that guy, right? Frankie Deal.
Yep.
And said hello to Nikki Sixx.
Yep.
A lot of people do that. They want to become a different person. They hate the person that they used to be. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
So they'll even go as far as changing their name, changing their persona, and not even want to talk about that old person. So I think that's what Nikki Sixx was dealing with at the time. And This Life is Beautiful is just a great song. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing. We're up to
Thank you.
2,180 subscribers, 245,000 views. So it looks like you guys are liking us, man. We're doing a better job. We hope we're going to have a much better year in 2025. Please stay safe. Drink a lot of water. Get your steps
hot out
in.
there.
It is hot out in Florida,
It is
the
hot out
Sunshine
there.
State here in the South. All right, guys, you want to add anything to that, Mike?
Nope,
Any shout
I think
outs or
we're
anything?
good. Nope, I think we're good.
We're good? All right, guys.
All right.
We love you. Let's say
Peace.
goodbye. God bless.